Hello. Good day, everyone. This is Shantae. Dr. Kathy will be joining us momentarily. If I can have everyone so that we can have a good recording and no distractions, if I can have everyone turn off their cameras, we're going to get started momentarily. And let's see, make sure you have your web analyzer pulled up if you can access it. I will also post the ECC-11 Telegram in the chat for those who may not have it. And if you have any questions for me before she jumps on, please just unmute yourself and let me know. Thank you.
So are you saying don't use the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and just have the web analyzer up?
Yes, in the event during the session, if you have a question and maybe it's easier for you to share your screen and show her on yours in case you can't seem to see it or show it to her on her own screen. She may ask you to share yours.
Okay. I don't
know.
But
if not, it's okay because she will have hers up.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll have hers up. So don't worry about it. If you don't worry about it. Some people also like to look at their own chart while they're looking at hers during the training so they can get a closer look or if they need to zoom in or something like that.
All right. And then so if we have any questions, we can just
you're going to be able to just unmute
type them or just...
No, you can open your line and ask, but if you prefer to just type, you can. But she's going to tell you can just open up your line and ask your question.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, looks like Dr. Kathy has joined us. So I will turn it over to her whenever she's ready.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully everybody's on and welcome. I would like to welcome all new people, everyone that just signed up and the leaders about going out and letting people know about this. I do appreciate you taking your time out. So I'm here to answer any questions. I want to know first in the chat, have you guys been through your back office? If so, then just type yes. Been through your back office. And Anthony now has been killing it. You brought on a whole team all by yourself. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, someone had a question, Michael. Have you been through your, what I'm looking for is to find out if you've already been through your back office, you know how to calculate pips, and you just you're here to learn how to use the strategy. Also, Shantae posted in the chat right here, the Telegram group, to where you can get signals from the ECC-11 when it's going on. Okay, so Desmond has, anybody else? Dion, have you?
Get my head around a few things.
Go ahead.
I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the same pair in trade, for example, it starts off with a sell and then it goes into a buy?
Why does the same trade starts with a sell and goes into a buy?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to look for the entry on that.
Okay.
Because you have to go to the smaller time frame to see if that candle is finishing out. Sometimes it will do that, but it's letting you know about the price, where price is getting ready to be dumped. Even though some are still buying, it's getting ready to sell. When the alert goes off, it is getting ready to sell. It's about 90 to 95% accurate, but I can show you how to wait on that so that you can try to avoid some pullbacks, but it is inevitable that you will not encounter pullbacks. That's just part of trading Forex.
Okay.
Okay, so have you done the back office and you know how to calculate pips and everything, or you do, or you just getting started, or you've been started?
I've been started. I understand how to use the ruler in the web analyzer to calculate the pips, I think. Because I know about the 10 pips, the guarantee. There's a guarantee on 10 pips.
You know where to put your take profit and all of that in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I get that now. Yes, I understand that now.
Okay, good. Okay, so we only have 4 people other than that. You started a long time ago, done that. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm teaching at. You was cleaning. Okay. All right, and I know Anthony, Natasha, you good? Takesha, Jenny, Sharon, Lakeisha.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody should be good, Dr. K. Everybody should be good. They got the warning, they got told to make sure they've watched their basics. So everybody should be good.
Thanks, Anthony.
Awesome. So Anthony, if I know you had anything to do with it, they're good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the rules, and then we're going to go for that web analyzer, and I'm going to answer every question that you have. So any questions that you may have concerning it, then I'm going to address it so that that you're able to get a better understanding of it. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let me pull this up. Okay, these are the rules. Can you see the screen? Can you see the rules? Okay, great. Yeah. All right, now this is the web analyzer setup. Anthony should have a checklist of this. If not, I will make sure I send this over to you. Okay, good. And that way you can pass it out to the team. Now, everybody's, this is the checklist for the web analyzer ECC-11 checklist. Number 1, when it comes on, you check the entry price and the time frame on the web analyzer. So it lets you know if you check the time frame to see what time frame is called on, and you turn around and you see exactly how long ago it's been called. If it's on the 15-minute chart, if it's been called past about 8 or 10 minutes, don't get in the trade unless the red line is still above the blue or below the blue, and you can get in for 10 more pips. And a lot of questions that I do get asked is every time I look at it, hey Nathan, every time I look at it, it looks like the TK has already crossed, but the alarm goes off again. And that's fine. It's letting you know that you can get in for an additional 10 pips. It'll keep going off if it sees that it's going to give you another 10 pips. So Remember, if the TK have crossed and the alarm went off again, you can still get in for 10 pips. Now the alarm will go off. The Ichimoku cloud is based off of price action. And the TK cross is based off of price action. So when price is being moved, oh, awesome. When price is being moved, whether it's getting ready to go into a buy or a sell, that means volume has trended that way. Sometimes it will pull back. Keep that in mind. When volume is building up to get ready to go into another direction, sometimes if it's called for a sale, it may pull back a little because people are getting ready to dump. They're getting ready to sell off their shares and it's getting ready to drop. Okay, so the way that the algorithms are set up in the system that I made, that Stephen Hooley helped me create, finish creating, will let you know when prices get ready to move. So it's a volume and a price movement indicator. Now, you can draw support and resistance lines with that, but you do not have to. The cloud is made as your support and your resistance. Okay, it is like your ceiling and your floor. It gives you the overall trend of where it's going. It even gives you the future look of where price is headed. And I'll cover all of that today too. Now, number 2, check to see if the red line has crossed above or below the blue line. If it's above, if the red line crossed above, it's a buy. If the red line crosses below, it's a sell. Now, number 3, if the TK has crossed on a 15-minute time frame, get in for 10 pips as a take profit. If you're trading on a 5-minute chart, I'll only look for 3 to 5 pips. Some people do get 10 pips out of it, but only recommend that you look for 3 to 5. I only guarantee 10 on the 15-minute time frame, 15 and above. Now, number 5, you can trade anytime that the red line crosses above or below the blue line. Anytime it crosses. If it crosses in the cloud, do not trade it. It means consolidation or congestion. But usually the alarm will not go off if it crosses within the cloud. But if you see it and you see that it's crossing in the cloud, you don't have to. Now, when it's getting ready to break outside of the cloud, you can get in because that means it's doing a Kumo breakout. It's getting ready to break out of the cloud, and the cloud is called the Kumo. Okay, number 6. Now, price does not have to be above or below the cloud in order for you to get in for 10 pips. Safe traders and brand new traders, a lot of them prefer to just wait for the price to be above the cloud. If price is above the cloud, you do all buy signals, you ignore the sell signals, but this is not how it's set up. It's set up for you to make money off of each candle. Each candle has money in it, and it's set up for you to make money off of each candle. And I'll show you how to do that as well. So whenever the alarm goes off, it's letting you know that you can possibly get 10 pips out of that candle or the next 2 candles. Okay. Now, like I said, number 7, if the red and blue line cross within the cloud, you may have pullbacks or congestion, or that means consolidation. Do not take the trade. Also note that the red and the blue cross is referred to as the TK cross. Now, to give you a clearer scalping settings to where you can see it, hopefully everybody has a web analyzer pulled up. These are the settings that you would use in order to trade. Your conversion line, it's the Ichimoku, and I'll show you how to do all of that. Your conversion line setting is going to be 6. Your baseline is going to be 13. Your lagging span is going to be 26. And your displacement is going to be 13. Then you go and click default and click save as default. Then go back to style, click OK. Go to style, and then you pull up the colors. You're only going to change 2 of the colors. You're going to change the conversion line to red and your baseline to blue, and you can leave everything else the same. Also, this checklist is listed in the Telegram. When you sign up to get the signals, the checklist is pinned right there so that you can keep it. Make sure you print it out and put it beside your computer. Now, the trading steps, we're going to go over the trading steps, and then plus I'm going to go to the chart and I'm going to show you, and we'll go from there. Now, your trading steps is you wait to hear the cha-ching or the Telegram alert. Number 2, click on the blue circle to load the chart. Number 3, you draw a horizontal line where the called at price, use a bright color is recommended. We're going to go through that. Number 4, confirm where the red line is in conjunction to the blue line based on a buy or a sell. Number 5, if the line is in proper position based on the call, go to the lower time frame to confirm if the setup is identical to prepare for entry. Also, if the setup is identical, execute the trade. If the setup is the opposite, that means a pullback is happening and you should wait for the setup to become identical before execution. Remember, patience is the key. Add to your watch list and look for trades in the meantime. Don't just sit there and just watch it, go back and find it. You can find another trade to get in, but make sure that everything is lining up. Even if I call the trade, you still need to do your own analysis so that you're comfortable with it and you can actually see how it works. Now, I recommend everybody start out in demos until you get familiar with it, especially if you're brand new. But patience is the key, okay? So once the trade is ready for entry, do market execution immediately. You hit buy or sell and go ahead and get in the trade. And then once you got in the trade, you go back and hit modify and then put your take profit and your stop loss in. So that way you're already in the trade because it moves pretty fast. Okay, anybody got any questions on the checklist right now?
I got a few questions, Dr. Kathy.
Okay, go ahead, Anthony.
I'll just do one of them for now. But question is, can you see a setup without an alarm going off? Can you start a setup without the alarm?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you most definitely can. I also recommend that you use the currency strength meter to see what's strong. Hold on, I'm gonna share that so that you can look at it.
Okay.
And Shantae also put the news link in so that they can see the news. I'll pull that up too. Okay, let me pull this up, King. Hold on. Okay, can you see it? Can y'all see that? The currency strength meter?
It was just on and then it went off.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it again. Let me share it again. So everybody go and make sure you have this pulled up on your charts as well. I'll post a link in the chat. This is a currency strength meter. This is one of them that you can use to see exactly what is strong during the time when you're looking for your own personal setups when the alarm is not going off. Okay, if you see GBP down here, that means it's weak, and that means USD is strong. Okay, so that means that it would be selling, I believe. And you can look at EUR, USD, and the more that they're lined up, the more to kind of be in consolidation. Like all of these are lined up the same way. If you traded any of those, they'll be in consolidation. You look for the lowest and the strongest. So when you're learning how to trade, when you're looking at the market. Also, you can go to Forex Fins. Is it Fins? I think it's Fins. I pulled that up. But this is it right here. I'm going to share the screen again. Hold on. And I'm going to put this in the chat as well. I want to make sure that you're well educated. This is a good one right here as well to check the strength meter. This lets you know that crude is selling anything that's $1 and below. If it's bright red, it's a strong sell. If it's dark red, it could go either way, medium. But the redder it is, the stronger the sell is, and the brighter green it is, the stronger the buy. It has it for crypto. You can pull up all the cryptos. This is the Forex pairs, the basics, but you can look here to see the strength of what's moving. Also, you can go to futures where we trade US 30, which is the DJA, and the DAX is GUR 30. If it's bright green, it's a strong buy. If it's dark green, it could go either way as a buy or sell. If it's bright red, it's a strong buy. And if it's bright, strong sell. If it's a bright red, it's a strong sell. Okay. So I'm gonna put this link in there as well. These are all the things that I check prior to me getting into a trade. And the more that you do this, it makes it easier for you to understand when a pullback is happening. Okay. So it don't make you panic. So if you know what's happening ahead of time, that'll give you patience to wait for the trade to come in. So it's more to it than just jumping in a trade. We don't want to just hop in a trade just to be getting in there. You got plenty of time to make money. Okay, now I'm going to show you the Forex Factory where the news come out. It lets you know what news is coming out, when, and where. Hold on, I'm going to pull this over. Then I'm going to reshare. I don't know where I put my Forex Factory. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this up. Okay, can you see the Forex Factory now? Type yes, no, or somebody unmute and say something.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so today is Monday the 17th. You go here, you pull up the calendar, then you click on that date, and then you see what all news is coming out. Usually GBP news comes out during the time that I come on, about 3:30 in the morning. We had none. So this lets you know when EUR news come out, I use yellow, and if I have yellow folders back to back, it's gonna move the market. 7:30 this morning, you had CAD news coming out, you had USD news coming out, EUR news is out now at 1 o'clock. 1:30, you have, this is my time. You can change it to your time frame. This is my time. This is CAD news coming out at 1:30 in about 10 minutes. USD news, NZD news, and AUD news. So tomorrow when we get on, tonight when we get on, this is what's happening tonight. 3 a.m. EUR news, and it's going to go all the way up until 7:30 in the morning. GBP news is going to be tentative, so the market will be volatile tomorrow for anything concerning Europe. Okay, so if we get in something in there, it pulls back, it goes up a little bit, pulls back. We just got to make sure that we measure it just right in order to get in. Now, I know you're new, and this may be overwhelming, but I promise you it'll work to your favor in the end. If you check off everything on your list to make sure it's good to get in. Okay, so Shantae already posted this in the chat. And I'm going to show you one more thing that I use, and I'm going to show you how I read it, okay? I love that picture. You three guys standing there looking at your phone, all happy. All right, so this is another one that we use. Let me find Telegram. Okay, can y'all see my Telegram? Shantae posted this. She posted this in the chat as well. You'll get download this, you'll get an alert letting you know when news is coming out. Okay, so the last alert we got was at 1:19. It says CAD news that's coming out. The Government Council for Shinbury speaks. So I'll click on this for more detail. Then I open it because I'm accustomed to reading the news, so I know what's going to happen. And it says here, due to speak about inflation targeting the host by economic societies in northern Alberta and audience questions, Bank of Canada release speaker, and the usual effect, more hawkish than expected is good for currency. So if it says hawkish, then CAD is going to be a buy. Now I'm giving y'all some good cheat sheets. Is this helping? Yes, the call is recorded. I will have it posted. Okay. Yeah, the call is recorded. I will have it posted. I'll make sure Anthony, Nathan, and Augustine has it so that they can pass it out. And then plus it'll be posted in the Facebook page. Just stop drawing on my charts. It'll be posted in the Facebook page as well. So this is giving you some good good information on how I actually trade the ECC-11. How I look for everything. This is what I do when I get up in the middle of the night, because I know you guys are ready to just make money at the same time, but I'm showing you how you can make it whenever I am not on. Okay? All right. Any other questions on that? And then we're going to go to, you're welcome. We're going to go to the web analyzer. Now, let me pull up the Telegram and show you how to use the Telegram again to get to the ECC-11. Okay, this is the web alert. Of course, right here, these rules apply to every 15-minute call. It's posted right here. It's pinned in the message. Then when it calls an alert, you click right here. And you click on Web Analyzer. You go here, I'm already signed in. You scroll down. You go to the Tier 3 minimum analysis, and it says right here on the 4th sentence, are you new to the web analyzer? If so, we recommend you selecting the simple Dr. Kathy's ECC-11 strategy below. And it says click here to watch the video. If you click there, there's a video telling you exactly how to use the strategy. It'll go straight to the YouTube channel.
Dr. Kathy?
And it will pull it up. Yes.
We still see just the Telegram, so we don't see the web analyzer page.
Okay. All right, hold on. I have to go back. All time frames, but it's best used only 15 minutes, so you can unclick the file. Okay, let me do that. All right, let me stop sharing. Let me go back here, give you the main screen. Then I'm going to go to Telegram again. So I got to find my page. Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, this is the Telegram. Can you see the Telegram now? Can y'all see the Telegram?
Yeah.
You can? Okay, good. All right, so you go here, like an alert just came out, you click on it. Okay, can you see where the web analyzer page is up now?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. If one person can stay unmuted for me. Okay, right here, if you go down to Tier 3, it says here, are you new to the web analyzer? If so, we recommend selecting the simple Dr. Kathy's ECC-11 strategy below. Click here to watch the video on how to use it. So you have a video that's here that everybody can, you can always go back to and refer to it. Once you click on it, it'll take you directly to the YouTube page. And it will pull up, and then it will give you the actual training that I did with Stephen Hood. Right. This is Dr. Kirkland. I wanted to get on here. So I'm gonna mute that out and close that out. Okay, so now we're going back to the web analyzer page. You come down here, and there's a drop box. Click on Dr. Kathy's ECC-11 strategy. Click Save as Settings. And then click on Trade Forex. Now, in the Telegram chat, it'll tell you if it was a Forex call, or if it was a crypto call, or if it was a metals or indices call. So down here, This first button down here is Forex Alerts. The next one to it has a B, that's for crypto alerts. The next one you'll see the graph, that's the indices alert for US 30, GER 30. And the last one is for precious metals, like gold, silver, you know, things like that. Okay, so now, like I said, I don't really do the 5 minute, I use it for a confirmation. It called 1 minute ago EUR-GBP. So you go right here to where the symbol is EUR-GBP. You click on it. Once you click on it, it'll pull up the chart. Okay, this is on the 5 minute. I only recommend the 15. Mizu, you raise your hand. You have a question, you can unmute. So I go to the 15-minute time frame to see where it's at. I see my red and my blue line are linked together. You go right over here to your tools. Come down to the horizontal line. Pick a bright color. I always use yellow. That's just me. You click it and put it anywhere. Put the line anywhere. Once it pops up, you see where the entry point was at, 0.8489435. Come back over here, click settings, go to coordinates, type that number in that it called for the entry, 89435. Put it in. This will line up where it called it at. It called for a buy right here. Then what I'll do is I'll go back over here to my tools. I get my vertical line. I place it right here where it called it. And then I'll go check my 5 minute chart to see what it's doing before getting in. So I'll go back to my 5 minute chart and I see here that it was called on the 5 minute and that it was going up. I don't think it went up a total of, oh, let me brighten this up. I like purple. Let me lock it. Oh, I erased it. God damn it. Hold on. Okay. Now, you see right here where your red and blue line are going straight across? That means it's getting ready to go into consolidation right now. So it's not really moving. But let's see if it caught the 10 pips when it first called it. So we go over here to the ruler. And if you got in there and rolled it up to here, it only went up for like 4 pips and then it pulled back. It's about right here. So 3 pips. Okay. And I'll go back to, this is why if you use the 5 minute chart, you can get 3 to 5 pips out of it. So if you got in on the 5 minute chart for the buy, you would have made your take profit at 3 pips. Anybody got any questions about that one? All right. So good.
I got a question, Dr. K.
Uh-huh.
You said on the 5 minute chart you can get in for like 3 to 5 pips. Is that 3 to 5 pips, or on the 15 minute chart is it 10 pips from the call that price, or 10 pips from when you get in? Because I know people get in at different times.
10 pips from your entry, and it's on the 15-minute time frame. But you can use this as a model as to where it's at, because everybody's entry is going to be different depending on your broker. But that's why I said 10 pips from your entry.
Right. Yeah, I tend to use the call that price just to be on the safe side.
Mm-hmm.
Because the time you can jump in at different times, and as you said, the broker spreads can be different. So
yeah, because the broker spreads are totally different, but it will hit that take profit though.
yeah, I've experienced everything.
Okay, any other questions on that? Now it's going up. Like I said, pullbacks are inevitable. You cannot avoid them. They will happen. But what I try to do is show you how to minimize as much as possible unless news is coming out. Any other questions? Okay, so what I normally do is I blot out the 5 minute and I only use the 15 so I know what's coming in. Now this was called 17 minutes ago. I would not get in it. I would just wait for a new trade. Okay, something's going off. I gotta see which, let me check the Telegram and see which trade is going off here. Move that back over there. That could just be the 5 minutes still clicking. Okay, so GBP USD was called 18 minutes ago. We're gonna double check and look at it to see if it's still good for a 10 pip move. The red line is still under your blue line, so it's considered a sell. Let's go to our tools. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna pull up the horizontal line. I made my color yellow. We're just gonna place it anywhere. Go to settings. We're gonna put that entry that it was called at, 125.345. Click OK. It was called right here for the sale. I think I put it in right, yeah, right here for the sale. And let's get a horizontal line and mark it, vertical line, I'm sorry, and mark it right there because the TK broke away from there. Call for a sale there. So we're going to minimize. I usually minimize, look to the left, but it's too far. So let's go to the 5 minute chart. Let's click on the 5. See if it's still good for the sale. 5 minute chart is lining up right here. If we had got in, that would give us our 10 pips. So it's pulling back on the 5 minute. You can even go as far as the 1 minute to see when it's going to come back down. Right now, it looks like it's pulling back up. It was called 19 minutes ago, so I wouldn't get in this trade for the sale right now. Okay, did that make sense to anybody?
Yes.
Okay, good. Lakeisha, as a beginner, I will be using both the harmonic scanner and web analyzer or just concentrate on one. I recommend focusing on one because then you'll compare one to the other. The harmonic scanner gives you the patterns. It's set up by patterns. When the back patterns are formed or anything like that, or the butterfly, it'll call the sell and the entry, and it actually gives you the take profits and the stop loss. So you can use both if you want, but I will concentrate on one and by on being biased, I'm going to say the ECC-11 so that you can learn how the market moves. But whichever one makes you comfortable, okay? Whichever one makes you comfortable. The whole point is to make money. You're welcome. Okay, so we wouldn't get in this for the sale because it's pulling back on the buy on the 1 minute. It's pulling back for the buy on the 5 minute. And let's look at the 15 minute. But we could have got our sale. So right here it's pulling back on the 15 minute. So if I go back to the 5 minute chart to see how far it's going to pull back, I will go over here to my tools, pull up my horizontal line, and then I will look for my next high. And this is where my next high is, where that candle was, right there. You see it? So it looks like on the 5 minute, it's going to come back to there. Let's look at it on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, it's breaking out of the cloud, so it's going to still go up to there. So on the 1 minute chart, it's going to yield you, once it breaks out of here, you're going to get 6 pips out of it. 5 minute chart should be about the same. You get the ruler, You click on it where the candle is, you measure it up to where you mark it. Same thing, 6 pips. So then on the 15-minute chart, I hope this is helping to get you a better understanding on it. So you know that the pullback on the 15-minute chart is going to be about 6 pips. And then it will drop again. So you can still make money off of it. You can get in for that trade and do a take profit of 6 pips and make some money off of it. Does that make sense?
Sure, for me.
Good. Anybody else? Good, good, good. Okay.
Yes.
Huh? Make sense?
Yes, makes sense.
Okay, great. Now, for those that want to use a stop loss, let me show you how to use the stop loss on the cloud. Now, your cloud acts as the floor and the ceiling. Now, price is below, so your ceiling is going to be like your stop loss. You can use the blue line, which is your baseline, but they may be too close for you on the 15-minute chart. So what I'm recommending everybody do is use the cloud as your stop loss. Now, once price come up here and hit the base of this cloud, it acts like a magnet and it's going to pull it. It's going to, once it gets there, it's going to bounce off of it and come back. So you don't want to get stopped out right there. Put it somewhere in the middle of the cloud or somewhere in this area right there to use for your stop loss. So when it comes through there, it don't stop you out and it turn around and come back down to where you're able to get it. Okay, so if you're in a sale and price is going back up, use your cloud for your support and your resistance for your stop loss. Now, if you're in the buy, you do the same thing. You use the top part of this cloud, give yourself a little space on the inside, right here, to use for your stop loss, because once it comes to the top of this cloud right here, it's going to bounce off of it and it's going to continue up. You're going to have your continuation. Now, this is what I want to show you. Now, you know that displacement where it says 13. This is why I like to use the cloud, because it gives you future predictions. Now, you don't see any candles over here, do you? You don't see any candles.
No.
Okay, now, Darnett, your settings should be 6, 13, 26, and 13. So that last 26, take it off and make it 13. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's going to give you a candle prediction of where the market is going to go in the next 13 candles. So if you're on the 15-minute chart and each candle is 15 minutes, that's going to be 3 hours and 25 minutes where this is going to continue to trend down in a sale. Okay, do y'all see that? Because you don't see price over here, right? There are no candles here. It haven't gotten here yet. That displacement of 13 is letting you know in 13 candles, your trend is going down, right? You see this? Your trend is going down. I hate drawing lines, but I'm doing it just to show you how all of this is already set up in the cloud. And the Ichimoku cloud means one glance, one look. Now, I don't want to be teaching ahead of you, but I want to know that you understand what I'm saying. Okay, great. All right, so price has not happened over here yet. So if you're on the 15-minute chart and each candle is 15 minutes, and then 13 candles, that's going to be 3 hours and 25 minutes to where this is still going to be in a downtrend. Okay, you still going to have some pullbacks, but the overall trend on the 15-minute chart is a sale. I'll make sure that the recording is published and hopefully it helps. Okay. So I would just wait, for the pullback. We already told you it's going to pull back 6 pips and then it's going to come right back down again. And then after that, if you want to know how low it's going to go, you look for your next low. by going back. And if you go back and you max it out, go up to the 30-minute time frame. Look for your next lowest low. If you don't see it there, go to the 1 hour. Because that 15-minute candle is telling you what that candle is going to be doing for 1 whole hour. And right now, it looks like everything is going to be in the downtrend until it reaches about right here. Now, that'll be swinging. You'll be swinging at that point because you're on a 4-hour chart. So if 13 candles on the 4-hour chart, each candle is 4 hours, 4 times 13, that's going to be 52 hours. So that could be another day and a half or 2 days, right at 2 days before it gets there, depending on news. Now, we do have news coming out tomorrow, so that depends on that. Okay, so hopefully I did not get too far ahead. Do anybody have any questions? Okay, is that on the 30-minute chart too, where the cloud indicates the future of 13 candles? That's on every time frame. Every time frame is going to give you 13 candles. A 13 candle prediction. But I only do this, you know, for the 15 minutes for brand new people coming in, because I know when I came in, I didn't have the patience to wait that long, and it taught me how to wait for it to get to where it needed to be. So I started on the 15-minute time frame, and I only did 10 pips because 10 is guaranteed. You can get 10. Now, some people don't have the patience to even wait for 10. They'll settle for 3 and 5, and that's fine too. You just take your pick. Take your pick, secure your bag, get your money, and compound your money and make it grow. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I compound my charts. Every time I got into a different trade, I increased. Oh, I don't even have it pulled up. Let me pull it up. I increased my lot size. Or you can do a daily goal. Now, this is what I do now, but I just do a daily goal, and I can show you later how to do that. Let me just get my main screen. Okay, can you see this? Can y'all see my compound chart?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if you have a $200 account or a $100 account, I would trade it like it's $50. Now I have way more in there than this, but I trade it like it's $50. My goal for a trade is to make $50. My goal for that day is to make $50. And when I make $50 for that day, then my imbalance, I'm looking for a balance of $100. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it pip wise and how to do it just dollar wise. So, you know, because we trade US 30, GER 30 and things like that, but you do have to have over $200 in your account in order to trade it. But we use it as a cushion. You treat it like it's $50, and we use it as a cushion to where you never over leverage your account, and that you're able to handle the pullbacks when it comes. Okay? So my goal is to make $50 today. Once I make $50, my balance is now $400. So the next time I get in the trade, my goal for that day is, or that trade, is to make $100. Once I make $100, now my balance is $200. Now keep in mind I have like a $200 or $500 account, but I'm treating it like it's $50, so I got a good cushion. I'm not getting in no more than 2 trades, period. And if I'm doing a US 30 or a GER 30 or an index or crypto, you trade that in a separate account. Do not mix it with your Forex account. Trade it in a separate account and you won't over leverage your account. So Once I do that, my next goal is to make $200 that day. And I know I can because my account is growing and I can, increase my lot size a little bit. And once I make $200, I'm at $400. Okay, so that my next goal is to make $400. I did that in a day. Last night just with US 30 and GER 30, I believe. And so now my balance is $800. So once I make that goal, I code it out. And as you can see, in 16 trades or 16 days, if you manage your account right and only do 1 to 2 trades at a time, and please do not get greedy because you can and you will. You won't even know you're greedy until you did it. You can make up to $1.6 million in 16 trades or 16 days using proper risk management. Now, of course, the max on your lot size is going to be $1,000. But if you trade in the indices or cryptos, you can easily make that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a different growth chart that I will send out to you for brand new beginners on how you could do that. Let me see if I can find it. Open. Now this one, if you have $200 in your account, let's treat it like it's $100. So we're going to change that to $100. You can do an 8% growth on it. Your goal is to make $8 that day. Your lot size is going to be 8 cents, and you can do 10 pips. Yes, Shantae. You can do 10 pips, and your goal is to make $8. Now your balance is now $108. Now you have a $200 account, but you're treating it like it's $100. Yes. Now also then, so once you get out of that trade, you get into another trade, and you're only doing one at a time, and you're not mixing the indices with this. This don't go with the indices. If you're doing US 30, for every $200, it's only 1 cent. So your lot size is going to be 9 cents. Your target goal is going to be $9. By the time you finish, your end balance is going to be $116. You continue this on. This gives you your lot sizes so that you're able to do it. And you only do, everybody type in here, 1 trade at a time. You're brand new. 1 trade at a time. Stick with Anthony and Augustine and all of them, and they will show you exactly how to do it. They know how to compound, and they do it 1 trade at a time. So in a total of 30 days, right at 30 trades, you will be at $739. Total of 34 days, you'll be at your $200 balance is now, well, $100 balance is now $1,006. Which you have an additional $100 in there. You take your initial investment out, and you're living on straight interest at this point. So if you lose anything, you did not lose your investment. This is at my door. Hold on, somebody's at my door. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta go answer that. I'm sorry. Shantae, you can improvise, or Anthony, one of you guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I did just post a link for our new member team training Telegram. So there's where we'll be doing some additional training, and you can ask additional questions. I will be posting the spreadsheet there momentarily. So if you have any questions, please feel free to post them there after this is over, if you think of something a little later. But other than that, until Dr. Kathy comes back, does anybody have any general questions for me about anything other than what she's going over? No? Okay.
Thank you so much, Shantae.
Thank you, Nathan. I was going to call you Augustine. Thank you, Nathan. Hey, Augustine.
Don't worry, we all look the same and sound the same.
Yes. I'm used to seeing your faces, so I can't see them, so that way I know who I'm speaking to. But hello.
I'm right here. Hello. Hello.
And everyone else, I cannot wait till we come to London. I cannot wait. I'm hoping we make that the first half of 2020.
That's
If
right.
not sooner. If not sooner. But yeah, I'm hoping first half of 2020 or the last half of this year would be awesome.
That sounds better.
It's happening.
We're looking forward to see you guys. So yeah, thanks to yourself, Dr. K, for your leadership. You know what I mean? You guys are doing a lot, you know, that people don't notice, but yeah, I know. You guys put a lot of work in. So thank you.
Okay, so I just posted the spreadsheet for everyone if you want to go and download it and save it to your desktop, but it will always be here. And any links that we put in here and documents or whatever, for those that don't know, you can go to, if you click on the Telegram name, you'll see where it says shared media. So you'll be able to see the links that we've shared and the files that we shared and the pictures that we've shared. Because you'll see a lot of pictures of trainings coming up and things like that. All right. Let's see.
Wow. Quick question, Shante.
Yes, sir.
When you're trading on the 30-minute chart or the hour or the 4-hour chart, can you catch more than 10 pips? Is more than 10 pips guaranteed on the ECC-11 strategy? Or is it still 10?
I know 10 is guaranteed, but if you do more than the hour, like to the 4-hour, it almost turns into swing trading. And I'm assuming that still also applies with the web analyzer. So you're in for a longer ride with the potential of more pips. But with this particular strategy, the 10 pips are definitely guaranteed. Now, of course, it helps if you know how to read, you know, the market and the charts as you go, so you can see if you can catch more or not.
And that will happen the more that you look at the charts with the ECC-11. You'll start to see, especially with the times, if you know, each candle and the trend and everything. If you go, even if you're on the 1 hour and 4 hour, if you go back and look at the 15-minute, you'll see where all the pullbacks are at. You can set yourself up, buy stops, sell stops, and things like that, to where you're constantly making money around the clock. But it will take longer to hit take profit. And you can get more than 10 pips out of it. For new traders, I'm just asking you to start with 10 pips to secure your bag to build your account up. And then by all means, follow the lead of your leaders, Anthony, Augustine, and Nathan. They are killing it. They go to the gym and work out, make $2,000-3,000, and by the time they finish, you know, Anthony's retiring his wife and having more babies, and Augustine and Nathan's just traveling the world, being superstars, you know. So just follow your leaders. You got some great leaders over there. So like I was saying, in 34 trades, you have like $1,000, and then in a total of 60 trades or 60 days, your balance is now $7,000. And this is just 8% of your account. In a total of 90 days, it'll be at $74,000. So that you can see how compounding your charts can be, and you don't have to have a whole lot to start. When I started out with $40. But I knew how to compound interest. You know, I have 4 degrees. I was just a little slow on the recession part. But when I realized how the recession worked, I know how to make money grow. And this is how you make your money work for you. And this is why I set up the ECC-11 strategy. It's based off a biblical principle, Ecclesiastes 11:1, where it states that it's good to enter into foreign trade, so you'll never know what bad luck this world is going to give you, to encourage you to continue trading, whether you win or lose. This is to encourage you to continue trading foreign currency, because it's a God-written skill set in this man-made company, and we want to see everybody win. So like I was telling them before, you guys came on because if Augustine and them teach you how to trade, you'll forever remember their name, because they showed you how to build a legacy within your family like they're doing theirs. And the same thing with Anthony and Nathan. If you go and teach one person, and you always start with your family, get one person to sign up. My job is to teach those 3 how to duplicate what I'm doing, and they're going to teach you how to duplicate what I'm doing. We're going out making disciples and delivering people from this financial bondage so that they won't be tied up with that, because 99% of our problems are finances. 1% is life. Because if you had the money to do what you need to do, Ecclesiastes 10, the latter part states that money answereth all. But don't let the love of money get you. This is how the wealthy stay wealthy. And now you're going to always have issues. You're always going to have pullbacks. You're going to always have pullbacks in your life with your children, your wife, your family, your jobs, things like that. Those things are going to happen. That's human nature. That's going to happen. And the same thing happens in the market as well. But the whole point is for you to be financially free, to take care of it, and you just deal with life by itself, and money don't have any problems. Because if money was the issue, God would have never been able to get it out of a fish's mouth when it was time to pay the bill. Okay, so we're teaching you how to fish. So do anybody have any other questions? But I will recommend that you go get one person. Everybody on this line is 37 of you. I know you know 37 people. You know at least one person that you can help get on to, show them how to eat. And one of my babies, she said it best, Wanda Webb. She said, I don't look on anybody else's plate to see how much they got. I look to see, do they have enough? And if they don't have enough, then show them how to get more than enough. So I'm challenging each and every one of you on here. I want you to learn this, but I want you to go and tell one person. Tell one person. You got your rod in your net. That's right. You done toiled all night on the other side of life, trying to make money work for you. And you've been working for it all these years. Now I'm going to tell you, just like Jesus told the disciples, cast your nets on the other side. And when they cast their nets on the other side, they came up with an overflow and an abundance to where the nets broke. Okay? So anybody have any questions on the strategy? I know we've been on here for an hour. Hopefully that I gave you helped. This is your checklist, and I'm hoping that it helps somebody. But if you have any questions, now is your time to ask it. And as soon as we get the recording finished, I will make sure Nathan has it, and Anthony and Augustine have it, so that they can pass it out to you. And plus, it'll be posted on my YouTube page.
So, Dr. K, thank you very much. First of all, somebody asking a question in the chat saying, is it easier when you're full-time at home? Working people often struggle with good trade time periods. What would you say?
Okay, say the last part again. Something about being at home.
That people who are working often struggle with good trading times.
The good trading times is the London session, which you guys are probably at work during that time. And the New York session, I know you guys are off during that time. So it moves faster during the New York and the London, but you can really trade it at any time. If you have it on your phone, it'll give you that cha-ching, that notification. If you see it pop up, you can pull it up on your actual phone and go to it. Click on the pair that it called. Once you click on it, it'll show you if it's in a buy or a sell. You click on it, you can still do your analysis the same way if you have time at work, but some of you can't use it. But you can do it when you get home. I think by the time you get off, the market is still moving. And like right now, you'll have a big push in the market for another hour. And then about 7:30, 8:30 my time, probably be like 11, 12 your time. The market is, it'll start moving again. And you can use it on the weekend for crypto. Any other questions?
Dr. K?
Go ahead.
Hey, Dr. K, I just wanted to say, again, much appreciated. And one of the major things that I learned today, even when it came to the Forex Factory, is that I think you were showing out, it was, say, the euro was going to have news from, say, 3:30 p.m., but the news was going to finish at, say, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. You know what I mean? That was profound. Because sometimes we see, we know for, say, news is going to go on for, say, 20 minutes, it's going to be super volatile at that point. But then to actually have the understanding that, no, it goes between the time you see EUR to the time you see the next pair of news, that was profound. So thank you for that. That really was exceptional.
You're welcome.
And then just in general, sorry.
No, I said
okay.
it makes it easier.
Yes, and just really in general, Dr. Kafi, you know, I'll say that myself, when I took the time to really invest in learning your strategies, and especially now with the web analyzer, it just brought so much peace, because there's so many people who are having exceptional results because of the simplicity, and you mix that with the Chiku span, you know, it's incredible. So thank you for being such a servant leader and really leaving that lasting legacy. Hence, I build legacies. Just so much abundance from one of the factors of when I got to know you. He said, listen, Nathan, I don't want to just have people rely on tools. I want to give them the actual way to do it. You know what I mean? Naked trading and with tools, you know what I mean? So that you can never be broke again. So thank you for tirelessly sharing this information. And the way I look at it, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the movie Saw, but you know the movie Saw, Dr. Kafi, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that? It's like the horror movie, and he's always trying to mentor somebody to continue on and continue on. And so I'm grateful because we just live in that abundant state. We want everyone to be active, but I'll promise you this, whether they remain or not, we know that we did our job to change their family's life. So thank you, Dr. Kafi, and thank you, Shantae.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anthony, I saw the video of the guy that did 200%. That was awesome. I'm posting that on my page.
Yeah, exactly. Dr. K, I was just about to talk about that. He actually messaged, I messaged him. I told him we're going to have a call with you. He's actually not part of our organization from our side. We met him at the meeting with, at the dinner with Chris Terry on Friday. Is the day. And I had him talking to somebody randomly about web analyzer. So I was like, okay, let me go and gossip a little bit. So I went there to listen in, and he's actually on the call right now. So I invited him to the call today. He actually made 10 trades of web analyzer, and just today. All right, and he said he's not part of our team, but this guy is super, super grateful for you, etc. Hey, Ryan, bro, can you unmute and share your love?
Yeah, Ryan, unmute, give your testimony. I would love to hear it.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we sure can.
Can you see me? I'm actually in my car at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm on my mobile phone. Just wanted to say thank you, Dr. Kafi. I've been in IML since October. Haven't really got a big team. My main focus was to really master the elements of trading. Have a lot of issues going on in life and so forth. But literally dibbling and dabbling from all different strategies. I have to say your strategy, this is now my second week of using your strategy. And in 2 trading days, I'm just percentage-wise, I've increased my account size by 500%.
Wow, 500%. Y'all come on, show some love.
Come on, man. Come on.
500%. I love it.
There's no excuses now. 60 days, just like as you were just saying with your compound, I was kind of thinking of doing the same thing, and it's just time to leave work. It's time to spread the love. It's time to get this out to people, and just thank you for everything you have done. And I just can't wait for the future, really, and just really knuckle down with this and just show a lot of people the ECC-11 strategy.
Oh, well, I am so proud of you. I am so happy it's working out for you. And you have that same testimony Anthony had. Anthony retired himself, and then he turned around and retired his wife. And that's how it's supposed to be done. And you just go build your legacy and businesses from there. And thank you so much for taking the time to get on here to give your testimony. I'm going to blast it out to the world so that all can see. So your name could be great. And when you retire, please stay in touch with them so you can get in touch with me and let me know that you have retired.
Definitely. I follow you on Instagram, so I'll be giving you a personal message and let you know how I'm doing as well. And I just can't wait for it. So thank you once again for making such a simple but highly effective strategy.
Oh, thank you so much. I have to get on Instagram more. Anthony get on me, Augustine get on me a lot about that because I forget about it. But I'm going to do better with the Instagram. But congratulations. Anybody else have any other questions or testimony, anything they want to give concerning the ECC-11? If not, we're going to go ahead and close the call out and let you get back to your busy days.
Dr. K, all I want to say, God bless. I'm out to your presentation, so I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for hopping on. And if you don't forget, Anthony, all of you, if you're still enrolling, let me know. We'll get on. We'll do another Zoom for you new people. But as soon as I finish downloading, we will upload the link to you guys so that you can have it for future reference. All right, you guys have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Markets.